The most waste comes because brands don't cover the basics. We all have this kind of like, as entrepreneurs, this shiny new object syndrome. There's so many different things you could do, so many viral ideas. Should I be on TikTok? Should I be on YouTube? Should I be doing these things? But a lot of times we start to get distracted by different things and we get away from the basics. And a lot of times when I look at waste occurs because the basics have not been covered. So what are the basics? Brand and visual. First, do you have a strong brand message and do you have a strong visual identity? I would say that your visual identity, if you use Canva and you have a Canva brand kit and you can fill out all the things like your colors, your fonts, icons, images, logos, things like that. If you can fill that out in Canva, you've got a decent visual identity. So if you don't have a strong value proposition, which is messaging, and a strong visual identity, which is the visual part of the brand, you need to make sure you get that covered. The basics of technology is having a basic CRM, having some basic, what we call trigger-based marketing automation. So it sends emails, it does some kind of marketing based on a certain trigger, and then integrating data from an important system like an EMR into your CRM that's HIPAA compliant. So if you're scaling and you're growing and you don't have a good technology stack with these basic things in place, you should think about implementing them before you try anything new. The third is in content. So what are the basics when it comes to content? You have to have an SEO strategy, and for healthcare and wellness specifically, you need to have a very good local SEO strategy that also ties in things like your Google business profile. You'll need written content like blog content and website pages. And then obviously, as we talked about, you're gonna need video and other types of media to be able to publish across your website, across your socials. And last but not least is the actual marketing piece of this. It's the organic side, which like I mentioned is local SEO and the content that you created as part of your SEO strategy. But it's also all the other content and marketing you're doing, email, social, generating offers and getting inbound leads. And then last is paid media. And a lot of times I'll tell people, please don't waste any money on advertising campaigns until you have the basics set up. You need to have the right message. You need to have the right technology stack to be able to prove ROI. You need to have the right creative and assets to be able to get people to click on your ads. So don't go do paid marketing until you have the basics in place. The one kind of thing that I wrap around all of this is that in order to do the basics right, you have to have the right team. And whether that's an agency or a freelancer or an in-house person, you've got to have the right team to be able to do this. A lot of times, I think I see a lot of healthcare and wellness entrepreneurs know that these are the basics, but they hire the wrong team. So remember, like, you can't do this on your own. All of you are not experts at this stuff, but you need to know enough to be able to hire the right team and make sure you give them direction and the focus that they need to focus on.